Hey, what's up everybody? It's Super Sauce here, and today I'm coming at you with video entry number 2. And today's entry is unique because today, my loyal fans, is my summer movie review wrap-up. That's right, I saw almost every freaking movie this summer, and you're about to hear about it. So buckle in, strap up, hold on, because I'm about to take you for a cinematic critical ride. Hey, so what can one say about Spider-Man 3? Well, compared to the first two movies, it absolutely sucked. Listen to me, if I wanted to see a giant Sandman running around, I could always just drive down to South Beach, find a big giant muscular bodybuilder, have him take his shirt off, have him run toward me on the beach while I kick sand at him, press record on the video camera, and save the studio millions of dollars in animation costs. Now look, I like Spider-Man, I loved 1 and 2, but the third one just had way too much freaking crap going for it. I couldn't figure out whether I wanted to be a pretentious romance, a comedy, a superhero movie, an action movie, a comic book movie. I don't know what the hell it was. There was just way too much freaking crap going on. Okay? And that whole dance number in the middle of the movie, well, that was like the most awkward superhero moment ever. In the movies, ever. I don't know what the hell Sam Raimi was thinking. Shrek was like funny, but then not funny, but then funny, but then not funny, and really I just found myself being completely bored and almost falling asleep at times. So all I'm going to say is that I really can't wait for the cat to get its own movie. Pirates of the Caribbean, well, what can I say about that except that you need a freaking cheat card to figure out all the plot twists in the movie. Now look, I consider myself a smart guy, but this one took it to a new level with all of the insanity. It doesn't even really get good until the last hour where there's the big action set piece. Want to get knocked up? Well, apparently a lot of people do in our culture, and that's what Knocked Up is all about. Wait. That sounds really redundant. But anyways, despite being this incredibly hilarious raunchy comedy, Knocked Up is also this really sweet and sentimental story. And what makes Knocked Up so great is the characters. They're so well written. And for that, I'm going to take a gamble here. And it's really a gamble. I'm going to say that Knocked Up is probably the most intelligent movie all summer long. Well, the most intelligent comedy. Anyway, Rise of the Silver Surfer. That sounds mighty mysterious, doesn't it? Now, I have to tell you, the first Fantastic Four sucked. Well, it didn't suck, but it was like really cheesy. And you know what? Fantastic Four 2 is no different. It's the same cheese, but you know what? You know what made it fun and a total surprise for me was that it was like more spectacular cheese. It accepted its cheesiness and then just added to it. And for that, it was a total surprise, and I totally enjoyed it. And dare I say it, I actually liked it more than Spider-Man 3. And that's really all I have to say about Fantastic Four 2. It was really fun. Ratatouille. I swear, can Pixar like make a bad movie? I don't think they can. I mean, I don't think they could make a bad movie even if they were paid to make a bad movie. I mean, Ratatouille isn't my favorite Pixar movie, but you know what? It's another stunning masterpiece. I mean, the animation and the colors and the look of this film is unbelievable. I mean, your mouth is watering and you're looking at virtual food. You're getting hungry and you're looking at fake food that is generated by artists on a computer. Not only that, but it's a great family film. It's got comedy, it's got romance. The only drawback to Ratatouille is that maybe it ran a little bit too long and there was a little bit too much plot largesse, but other than that, it was an absolutely fantastic film, and I really enjoyed it, and it's one of my favorite of this summer, hands down. Another masterpiece by Pixar, all around the board. Live Free or Die Hard. Now, how many of you, when you saw the trailer for this, thought, oh my God, how much money is Bruce Willis getting paid to resurrect this franchise? But you know what? Live Free or Die Hard actually was really good. It got going right from the beginning and never let up all the way to the end. And all the little cheesy action scenes that you see in the trailer really weren't that over the top in the movie. And the movie just ended up completely surprising me. So it ended up being one of my favorite action movies of the summer. Transformers. Now, I don't ever really remember watching the show as a kid, or my parents thought it was satanic or something and they prohibited me from watching it, or what they tell me is that I was more into Spider-Man. But regardless, I absolutely loved this movie. Do you know why I love this movie? Because it was the quintessential summer movie. It had everything. It had the hot girl, the dorky kid, the stupid robots from another life or universe. It had the giant action sequences. It had the amazing special effects. It had everything. And summer movies should not be intellectually stimulating. Instead, they should be 2 hours of escape. And Transformers was 2 hours of escape. And this is the movie that every male fantasizes would come out every summer. Hot girl, cars, and giant robots. I mean, can it get any better than that? No, look, forget that it was Michael Bay. Forget that it was really stupid. But just check your brain at the door and enjoy it for what it is. A cheeky 2.5-hour adrenaline rush, okay? It's like riding a roller coaster for 2 hours, okay? It's the special effects and the action that really carry the movie, not the story or the actors or any of that crap, okay? Because in these kinds of movies, that stuff doesn't really matter, okay? Now, if you don't like those kind of movies, don't go see Transformers. But if you really are a summer movie fan and you really enjoy being entertained, you know, during the summer, Transformers is the quintessential summer flick, basically. So for that, it rates really high on my scale. And I think for all the movies that came out this summer, Transformers was actually the most bang for your buck. The Simpsons. Well, you know, I never really have watched the TV show, so I thought I'd give the movie a try because I had to review it for a publication my place of employment was putting out. And in this case, it actually totally surprised me. It made fun of itself, which I thought was really cool, and it was really cynical and self-deprecating. And the only thing that I really didn't like about the movie is that you'd think that the screenplay was penned by the same people that came up with the crap for Al Gore's The Inconvenient Truth. But that said, despite the agenda of the movie, you know, to promote this environmentalist message, the movie was really funny, and I really enjoyed it, and I probably will buy the DVD because it's just freaking really funny. The Bourne Ultimatum. This movie absolutely rocked. I'm going to tell you, if there was ever a role for Matt Damon to play, it is Jason Bourne, because this is the role that fits Matt Damon the most. He's agile, he's strong, he's smart, and he just has the look, too, to play this role. Now, let me tell you, the Bourne Ultimatum is just like the Bourne Supremacy. It rockets all over the world, really fast-paced, action-packed from start to finish, and this movie is no different. As a matter of fact, it's even more amplified than the last movie. And that might be the only thing that makes it just slightly off, is that Jason Bourne kind of like gets out of these like situations and kind of like has a little bit of a live-free, die-harder kind of like bloodlust going. But anyways, there's like this scene in Tangier where like he's jumping from building to building, from rooftop to rooftop, and he's jumping into windows and kind of like crashing into furniture and running through people's you know, rooms, and he ends up in this hand-to-hand battle with one of the other agents that's trying to kill him, basically. And it's like this breathtaking 3-minute long battle, and it's no music, and it's just like all wow, and it's like just crazy. I swear, by the end of the scene, I needed my like inhaler. It leaves you breathless, like the whole scene. It's in Tangier. I would see the movie just for this one particular scene. It got me thinking, like, if I even had half the nut that Jason Bourne had, imagine the kind of life that I would lead. I mean, wait, imagine the kind of woman I would get. Well, wait a minute. They'd all end up dead anyway, right? Well, probably. So I guess that wouldn't be such a good thing. But anyway, the Bourne Ultimatum really was a great movie, and it completes the trilogy of the 3 films. I hope Matt Damon can be lured into making more, but that's not likely. But anyway, it was one of the best action movies of the summer, if not the best. I know I keep saying that about every film, but I'm just an idiot, and I'm not a real movie critic anyway. So, Bourne Ultimatum kicked A. It really did. It was just fantastic. I loved it. So what about Superbad? Well, I'm going to keep it really simple. It's super bad. I mean, if raunchy comedy is not your thing, stay away from this movie at all costs. I mean, it takes coarse language to a new level. I was completely embarrassed, even in the first 10 minutes, because I took a girl to see the movie, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I took a girl to see this movie. That said, the movie has its positives and its negatives. It's really funny because it's really raunchy and coarse, and it has its positives because, you know, it's got like a little bit of a sweet, sentimental story, but other than that, I really wouldn't recommend it. So, this brings me to the end of my summer movie review wrap-up, and thank you for riding along with me for, let's see, about 8 minutes now. And before I go, I just want to give 1 or 2 shout-outs. I want to give a shout-out to the famous Stacy, and you should look her up here on YouTube and help her become more famous, because, you know, you can never be famous enough. And I also want to give a warm shout out to the Sleeping Beauty in Tampa. I hope you're having really nice dreams. And that's the end of my video entry number 2, and I hope you will be back for video number 3 for the next movie. Super Sauce out.